My name is Irina, and your names are?
Alexander.
Alexey.
Nice to meet you. First of all, I would like to know something about you. Alexander, what are your reasons for studying English?
Well, to travel, to communicate with other people, and just for myself.
And what do you think is the best way to study foreign language?
Well, to my mind, the best way of studying language is to have courses and to read on language and listen songs on language what you are going to learn and to watch films on language.
And why have you chosen English?
Because it's the most popular language nowadays.
All right, thank you. Alex, how long have you been preparing for this exam?
3 years. Oh no, 3 years maybe.
3 years?
Yes.
And why do you want to take it?
Because it's first certificate, English certificate in my life, and I just want to read it.
And in your opinion, what should one do to prepare well?
I don't know, study a lot, read a lot, write a lot, but I didn't do anything.
Well, in this part of the test, I would like you to talk on your own for about 1 minute, to compare and contrast the photographs, and then to answer a short question about your partner's pictures. Alexander, here are the pictures for you. They show different workplaces. Compare and contrast the photographs, saying what it is like to work in places like this.
Okay, shall I start?
Yes?
So, in the first picture, we see office and woman who's talking on the telephone. I think there is a lot of work for her, and she's very busy at the moment. And in the second picture, we see a helicopter, and 2 people are doing something there. I think that they are workers of hospital, and now they should fly to some place. So, to my mind, working on the helicopter is more hard than working in office, because you must do your work fast and without any mistakes. And working in the office is also hard, but to my mind, it's not so hard as helicopter.
Thank you. Alex, do you think you could be interested in working in one of these places?
No, I don't think so, because I'm scared of high when I fly, and it's too boring to work in office.
Yes. Here are your photographs. They show people spending time together. Compare and contrast your photographs, saying what the people are feeling.
On first photograph, we see people who travel on nature or maybe around the world, and it's a good time to spend with each other. And another picture we can see people that sit in cafe and they talk with each other, but it's not so interesting. I think that we can spend time on nature. And I think that when we travel, we can see more things that.
All right. Alexander, do you spend a lot of time with your friends?
Yes, I do.
And what do you usually do together?
Well, play football or just.
Thank you. Now I would like you to discuss something together. You have about 3 minutes to do this. Here are the pictures for you. They show different kinds of sport. Discuss how difficult these sports are and decide which sport would be the most difficult to do well.
Okay, let's start from picture where it's cars. It's I think Formula 1. I think it's hard because the pilots must be very serious on road, and they can't do anything. I think stupid.
Yes, I absolutely agree with you. It's very hard to do this car racing sport, and yes, the drivers should be very strong and brave. So in this picture we see a guy who is climbing, and I think it's very dangerous to do because you can fall down and even die. What do you think about it?
I agree with your point of view. This guy must be very strong, and he must be very brave when he climbing. And I think that this sport must be dangerous. And what do you think about women that
On the horse.
no woman that plays volleyball?
Oh, I think that's men. I think that beach volleyball is not very dangerous kind of sport, and it's just funny to play volleyball on the beach. What do you think?
And maybe you're right, but it can be competition with other teams. In that competition, you must be prepared for each game, and we can on.
Okay, let's discuss this picture. I think it's horse riding, and to my mind, it's just very good sport, but not sport for competition. What do you think about it?
Yes, it's not competition. I think it's all for people that they like to travel on horses. With all pictures, yes, and these pictures. Okay, we can talk about people that are riding on bicycles.
Yes, I think that they are just riding to enjoy themselves, and it's very good sport where you must be strong and even brave if it's some rocks or what do you think about it?
Yes, it's a lot hard for people that are not prepared for travel on bicycles, and they must be pretty strong.
In this picture we see a woman who's doing gymnastics, and to my mind people should prepare for competitions since they are 5 or 4 years old, and they must be very strong. What do you think?
Yes, people they must be strong and prepare a lot of time, and I think it's very dangerous for them and for their body.
Yes, and in this picture we see a guy who's doing water skiing. Well, it's sport just for fun to my mind, and it's not going to be an Olympic Games for me. What do you think about it?
For some people it's for fun, but for some people it's competition with each other, and it's another way to know for yourself who will be the strongest and the faster and the bravest, I think.
So now we should decide which sport is most difficult to do well. To my mind, climbing is the hardest one, and people should be out of this world to do it well. What do you think?
Yes, it's a good way to know how you're strong and how long you can climb along, maybe for yourself. And I think that another sport maybe racing.
Oh yes, so racing?
Racing and climbing.
Yes.
Thank you. Have you ever done any of these sports?
Racing maybe a little.
Yes, a little.
And would you like to try any kinds of sports in the future?
Horse riding or water skiing?
Bicycle racing.
Okay. Do you think that sport is an important part of our lives in general?
Yes, of course.
Yes, absolutely agree with Alexey.
Why is it important?
to keep fit people. It's a way to know how strong are you.
Yes, and just to enjoy yourself and to make new friends.
And do you like to watch any sports on TV?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
What do you usually watch?
Football.
Football, skiing.
Okay, thank you. That's the end of your test.